Gauteng Education department says about 20 schools have been closed interchangeably for between 1 to 3 days since February due to the COVID-19 pandemic. They say a decision to shut down schools comes after consultations with the Department of Health. The latest school to be closed is Krugersdorp High School, which has suspended classes for the remainder of this week. 9 learners there testing positive for the virus, and around 80 others are in self-isolation. Let's speak to Gauteng Education spokesperson Steve Mabona, who joins us this morning via our video link. Steve, it's great to see you. Thanks for your time this morning. I mean, it's a decision that is, in the long term, a good one, isn't it, as a precautionary measure when it comes to new COVID-19 infections?
Indeed, Michelle. We've been working very closely with the Department of Health since we opened schools. You will know that we have standard operating procedures. Our schools will always, inform us on the number of cases that they have recorded, and basing themselves on that, we will then, make sure that we have our officials and the Department of Health officials will then visit the schools and do an assessment and make a call whether a school must be closed or not. So often a time we'll have parents who will be saying a school must be closed because there are cases, but don't work that way. We do a necessary assessment and make sure that we close a school as per the information at our disposal, and that would have been a recommendation by the Department of Health officials, and that's how we would monitor it.
Steve, there are a number of reports, and there have been over the past few weeks, of schools registering COVID-19 infections, whether it's among students or staff. There was one incident in the last couple of weeks or so in Welkom where a grade 12 learner, in fact, contracted the virus and sadly died. Parents there saying that, they were given a communique to say the school will be closing for routine cleaning, but they're not being informed of infection. That's a story we're getting from a number of schools around the country, Steve, not only in Gauteng. Let's talk about Gauteng. What is the policy when it comes to disclosure for parents and for students?
Well, it will be irresponsible for a school not to report parents, because we have standard operating procedures when coming to how we manage COVID-19, and we also, on a constant basis, send circulars to all our schools through the districts to say this is how we need to manage. There's no excuse. Schools need to report cases because they must be assisted to manage. Because remember, we are together in this. The pandemic is upon us, and we need to work together to make sure that we conform to all protocols that are, a guidance to all of us. So that's why we will normally encourage parents to say interact with the school management, interact with the principal, or the SGB must be in a position to assist the parent body to say, this is how we are managing the processes at our schools. And we really need to work together. There's no excuse for not reporting, cases, because we have checked in Gauteng, majority, actually, if not all, our schools, they do report because we interact with Department of Health for guidance and make sure that we take informed decisions.
Let me ask you this, Steve, because I'm just wondering, what would motivate a school not to disclose a COVID-19 infection? When it comes to someone testing positive for the virus and the school having to be closed and then sanitized, who foots the bill for that sanitizing process?
Well, to a certain extent, many schools, they will fit the bill, but then where the district offices will also assist the schools. As a department, we have a responsibility to assist the schools. So initially, we were not informed much about the pandemic. You will know that people will want to, when there's one case, they want to close the school. There must be decontamination of the entire school and all those things. But now we are informed. We know that the decontamination, you look at the the COVID-19 positive case, where that person was, who are affected in terms of the contacts, go to those areas and make sure that you then decontaminate and do necessary cleaning and all that. Not the entire school. If the entire school is affected, then you do the entire school. Right. So to a certain extent, there's information that assisted the process, and that's how schools are managing.
Steve, I want to ask you just one last question. We're out of time, so make it quick, please. If I am a parent at a school and there is an instance of the school hiding a case of COVID-19 and it comes to light, what do I do? What's my next step from there?
Report to the district office. Report to the district office, and we have a toll-free number 0800 000 789.
Okay.
0800 000 789, and then our officials will interact with the school.
All right, thanks very much indeed. Gauteng Education spokesperson Steve Mabona joining us there via our video link.